Good morning, my wonderful students. How are you today? I believe you are ready for this class. I am Mr. Jinadu, taking you biology. Before we commence this class, I want everybody to be seated. Get your materials ready, your notebooks, pencil, that is very important for the biology class, biro, and your ruler. The topic we are looking at today is excretory organs. I mean what? Excretory organs. By the end of the lesson, what we are supposed to achieve are the following. We should be able to define the term excretion, state the importance of excretion, state the excretory system of some organisms. You should only be able to draw and label some excretory system of some animals. You should be able to describe the structure of the human kidney, draw and label the structure of the kidney. As we know, drawing is very essential in this subject. Now, what do we mean by excretion? The definition of excretion. Excretion can be defined as the removal, I say removal, of what? Toxic waste product from the body of the organism. Removal of toxic waste product, meaning what? Products that are harmful, that must be removed. If it is not removed, it will affect the body metabolism. Now, some of us will think everything that comes out of the body is excretory products. It is not. There are some things that comes out from the body that are not excretory products. I want to tell us what excretory product is. Those are the products produced by the body. Now, we want to see the distinguishing fact between egestion and secretion. What do we call egestion? It's the removal of solid, undigested food, substance, which are not produced. You can see that one is written in uppercase. They are not produced by the body. See the definition. Removal of solid, undigested food. It means anything that is called excretory product must be a product of undigested food. Then secretion means what? Production of useful substance. Production of useful substance in the body, such as hormones and enzymes. Such as what? Hormones and enzymes. Now, if these products are not removed from the body, what will happen? What are the importance of excretion? That is what we mean. Now, one of the importance of excretion is that it helps us to maintain salt and water balance. Salt and water balance. Those of us that are chemistry students in this class, you know what we mean by salt and water balance. That is, we can call it the pH. It regulates the pH of the body. What do we call pH? pH is what? The degree, measurement of degree of acidity and alkalinity of a substance. Measurement of degree of acidity and alkalinity of a substance. Now, another importance of excretion is that they need to be eliminated because what? Because they are harmful. If those products are not eliminated, how would you feel if you want to urinate and somebody is debarring you from urinating? You don't feel comfortable until that thing is what? Until that thing is passed out. So urine is an excretory product, while feces is not an excretory product because it is not produced by the body. Your feces, that one you pass out from your anus, is a product of undigested food, and that is why it is not an excretory product. Now, we look at the structure of the human kidney. Get your pencil. You all know the rules when it comes to drawing. Our drawing must be titled. When you don't give title, it's -1. Title: diagram of human's kidney. I say again, diagram of human kidney. The size of your diagram must always be between 8 to 10 centimeters. Now look at the diagram on the board. You see the way it is drawn. You look at it, you see that the labelings are horizontal to the right and to the left. And that your line must touch that feature you are indicating. For example, our renal artery is touching that renal artery. Our renal vein should touch renal vein. It shouldn't be before. If it is before, then you have not labeled what you have to label. Now, we want to look at the organ of excretions in other organisms and their products. Organ of excretion in other organisms and their products. You can see the table there. 3 columns: organisms, excretory organs, and excretory products. Protozoa is an organism. I didn't say protozoan, I said protozoa. An example of protozoa is amoeba. Another example of protozoa is paramecium. Now, those protozoa, they are small organisms that are aquatic in nature. The organ of excretion in all protozoa is called contractile vacuole. And the products of excretions are carbon dioxide, water, and ammonia. Flatworm is another organism. An example of flatworm, we have the tapeworm. The organ of excretion in flatworm is the flame cell. Is the what? Flame cell. The products of excretions are carbon dioxide, water, and ammonia. Remember, ammonia is different from ammonium. Ammonia has the formula NH3. That is our ammonia. While our ammonium has the formula NH4. So don't write ammonium where you are going to write ammonia. The next organism there is our annelids. Annelids are worm. Example, our earthworm. The organ of excretion in earthworm is nephiridium. What do I say? Nephiridium. And the product of excretions are urea, water, and carbon dioxide. Now, this organ of excretion, they are technical terms that must be spelled correctly. In biology, once the spelling of the technical term is not correct, there is no pity. So you learn to spell all those terms very well. Insect is another organism. Who can give me an example of an insect? Yes, you. You said cockroach. Good. Clap for him. Cockroach is an example of insects. Now, cockroach, grasshopper, mosquito, they are all insects. The organ of excretion in them is called Malpighian tubules. What do I call it? Malpighian tubules. The organ of the excretory products are uric acid, water, and carbon oxide or carbon dioxide. Mammal. No doubt everybody knows mammal. You are mammal, I'm a mammal. We belong to mammals. We have different organ of excretion in mammals. We have the kidney that excretes urine. We have the liver that excretes bile. We have the skin that excretes sweat. And we have the lungs that excrete carbon dioxide. Now you see the products of excretion we have the bile from the liver. urine from the kidney, and the sweat from the skin. Next one is flowering plants. Some of us will say flowering plants does not have excretory organ and product. We will be wrong by saying so, because flowering plants also pass out excretory products. The organ of excretion in flowering plants are the stomata and the lenticel. Stomata and the lenticel. Then the organ one of excretion in these flowering plants are carbon dioxide, water, and oxygen. Like we are told in the primary school that plants give us what? Oxygen, and they take in carbon dioxide. So that is why oxygen is an excretory product of plants. Now, earthworm is a small animal, segmented organism. The body is divided into segments. It has an excretory organ called nephilidia. What do I call it? Nephilidia. Let me spell it. Nephridia. I'll come again. Nephridia. Nephilidia are the excretory organ of the earthworm. Now, the body of the earthworm is segmented. Last lesson we saw earthworm on the class with our hand lens, so that we'll be able to see those segments. What we call the segments are that line dividing the earthworm. So each segment, the first three segments and the last segment of the earthworm has a pair of tube called nephilidia, which is the organ of excretion. We want to describe the nephilidia now. We have said before that it is the organ of excretion, and that the first three and the last segment has a pair of tube called nephilidia. Each nephilidium, singular and plural, that is why we call it nephilidium, singular, plural. Each nephilidium has a cilia called nephostome. Now, we all know what cilia is from our unicellular organism. Cilia is an organ present in animal that is used for movement. Now, the nephostome opens outside through a small pore. It means we have pores there. Some are large and some are small. So it opens through the small pore called nephridiopore. Called what? Nephridiopore. Now look at the diagram we have there. That is the diagram showing the excretory organs of the earthworm, the nephilidia. Like I told us earlier, our diagram must be titled. Our diagram must be drawn to size. The labeling of our diagram must be horizontal to the left and to the right. And mind you, when you are drawing, even if you don't have a ruler, the lines on our notebooks, when you get used to it, when you measure 10 centimeter, that will be equal to about 12 or 11 lines in your note. So don't tell me you don't have ruler. That is why you are drawing below or more than the required diagram. Now, let us know this. Some of us, when you have to draw a diagram 10 centimeter, what most of us do is this. You draw a box like this. The box will now be 10, and from here to here, the box will be 10. You now draw one small thing there that is not up to 6 centimeter. No, it is not the box that you should measure, but the what? The diagram. Now we come to the excretory system of the insect, cockroach, grasshopper, and other insects. The excretory system is called the malpighian tubules, and this is obtained from the outgrowths of the exterior parts of the small intestine. Outgrowth, that's something that is growing on the outer part of the small intestine. They are fine, long, and slender. Look at those three words: fine, long, and slender. And they are found floating between the glands and the organ in the thorax. What part of the body do have the thorax? Somebody to tell me? Yes? Chest. It's okay. Thank you very much. Give him a round of applause. Now, this mammiferian tube will consist of two pairs of cell. One, the distal or the free, and the proximal. One at the distal and one at the proximal. The products of excretion includes water, carbon dioxide, and uric acid. Uric acid are produced by organisms that the body are not moist. They are dry, uric acid. Now the next diagram there is the phlegm cell. Phlegm cell is also an organ of excretion in our flatworm. And that is the structure. You can see the first one will have the cytoplasmic process touching the cytoplasmic process. Look at where the nucleus is situated at the center there. We have the nucleus, we have the vacuole, we have the ciliary cell. Like I said earlier, cilia that the other organism has is also present in this. We have the cell lumen, we have the excretory droplets, we have the intercellular duct, and you have the intracellular duct. So we are going to learn how to draw and label the phlegm cell. That is one assignment for us. Draw and label this phlegm cell. Dimension, title must be proper. Now, the kidney. Kidney is an excretory organ in mammals. We have all seen the kidney before. It is reddish brown and bean-shaped. It is located at the posterior end of the abdominal cavity. Yes, you can show me the abdominal cavity. Let us look at the skeleton there and show where we have the abdominal cavity. I hear you. No, you are not correct. Yes, another person. But it's okay. Please give him a round of applause. Below the stomach. Thank you. Now, the kidney is... Now, one thing is this. Some of us don't know that the kidney, the position of the kidney differs. The left and the right kidney. One is higher than the other. The right kidney is slightly lower than the left kidney in the body. When you look at the diagram very well when we get there, you see it's a little bit lower than the left. And that is the way it should be when we have to do the diagram. Now look at it there. Can you see it? You can see that this one, the level here is different. Let me draw it across. You can see. The right kidney is lower than that of the left kidney. So, here you have the renal artery, we have the kidney, you have the bladder, and you have the urethra. Now remember one thing. That kidney, this line is touching only one kidney. And that is why it is labeled kidney. But if the line is touching two kidneys like I will draw to show us now, now this line is touching the right and the left kidney. So when you want to label it and you have drawn it like this, it should be what? Kidneys. It should be kidneys. It should be kidneys. So everything now goes through the urethra into the bladder before coming to the urethra for evacuation. In mammal, the excretory products, the excretory organs are the kidney, skin, lungs, and the liver. Kidney, skin, lung, and the liver. The kidney excretes waste, water, mineral salts, urea, and uric acid. Now, who can give us an example of mineral salt? Example of mineral salt that is excreted by the body. Yes, sweat, thank you, sweat. So you don't want to be like that governor of those years that told us mineral salts are Coca-Cola and Fanta, so we are not going to be like that. Now, the lung is also an organ of excretion. The major product of excretion of the lung is what? Carbon dioxide, or what we call carbon 4 oxide. The liver excretes bile, also called bilirubin, which is obtained when hemoglobin is broken down. Hemoglobin is broken down or decomposed. The skin excretes salt and water through sweat. Flowering plants, like I said, they also do what? Have excretory organs. And that is the what? The stomata and the lenticel, found on the stem of the plants. Now the diagram there shows us stomata. The first diagram here is showing us when the stomata is opened, and the second one here is showing when the stomata is closed. I will label it 1 and 2. Now, when the stomata opens, it allows for diffusion of gases into the stem of the plant. Now, when it closes, and that is when we have the surface of the leaf doing what? Bringing out water, what we call evaporation. So the stomata opens and closes. It opens during the day, it closes during the night. Now, these are the assignments for you to be submitted first in next class. With the aid of a well-labeled diagram, describe the structure of the kidney. Remember, I said a well-labeled diagram. Dimension must be 10 to 12 centimeters. And you are to list 4 organs of excretion and their product in mammals. I didn't say other organisms, in mammals. I expect you to submit first in the next class. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day.